Welcome to Learner's Mate. In this video we are going to discuss the second part of Sources of Ancient History of Odisha. So, let's learn. In the first part of the video we covered literary sources, foreign accounts and inscriptions. But in this part of the video we cover the cons, material remains and Madala-panji. The cons. Cons play a vital role in the making of the history of a nation. Cons help in reconstructing the economic life of the people, trade and commerce, religion, metallurgy, etc. Cons in Odisha can be grouped as punch-marked cons, the Puri-Kushana cons, Gupta gold cons, Nala and Sarbhapuria cons, Srinanda, Kalchuri and Nagas, the Ganga Phanams and probable Gaspati Pagoda. The punch-marked coins. The earliest coins available in Odisha are punch-marked coins which were in circulation between 4th century BC to 4th century AD. These coins were widely available in coastal eastern parts of Odisha. These coins were made of silver and copper and were irregular in shape and size. These coins bore the punch marks of sun, animals, birds, trees, human, geometrical designs, etc. These coins could very well give a picture of ancient economy of Odisha. The Puri-Kushana coins. The Kushana coins and their imitations known as Puri-Kushana coins have been found in large numbers being scattered at different parts of Odisha from Mayurbhanj to Ganjam. These coins were in circulation in Odisha for around the first 3 centuries of Christian era. The Gupta coins. The occupation some parts of Odisha by Samudragupta brought Odisha in touch with the Gupta Empire. The Gupta archetype gold coins have been found at Bhanpur, Khiching and Angul. These coins give an idea that trade and commerce of Odisha existed definitely with the Gupta Empire. The Nala coins of the western region of Odisha. The Nala coins of the western region of Odisha threw light on the Nala rule in South Kosala of 5th to 6th century AD. The peculiarity of these Nala coins is that the reverse is found blank and the obverse contains a humped bull with crescent with the name of the king in box-headed script. The Nala coins have led to the reconstruction of the history of the Nalas. Even now the coins of Nalas are being discovered regularly. Other important coins of Odisha. Besides the above coins we have found many other coins which have shaped the history of Odisha. The gold coins of the Sarbhapuriyas have helped a lot for the reconstruction of the history of that dynasty. The coins of Prasannamatra, Mahendraditya and Kramaditya help a lot in the reconstruction the genealogy and chronology of that dynasty. The findings of these coins from Chhattisgarh, western parts of Odisha and Cuttack suggests that there was a trade link between Chhattisgarh and Cuttack via western parts of Odisha. The Srinanda coins have been found from Soru. He as a ruling chief of Chhattisgarh region at 6th century AD. A Somavamsi gold coin, 9th to 11th century AD, consisting of the image of Gajalakshmi have been found from Junagadh. The Kalachuris of the western Odisha, 10th to 14th century AD, issued varieties of coins in gold, silver and copper coins. These coins have been found from Sonepur, Khurda and Jonk river valley describe about Ratnadeva, Prithvideva and Gangedeva. The gold coins of Chindika Nagas, Bastar Koraput region, also issued gold coins. From their coins it is known that they ruled over Sonepur in 12th century AD. Further, the discovery of Padmatankas, coins bearing lotus having 8 petals a he center, has opened new dimension to Odishan numismatics. These coins belong to the Jadavas of Devgiri. However, their rule in Odisha is doubtful. With the coming of the Ganga rulers, Odishan coins took a new turn. The small gold coins known as phanams were issued by the Ganga kings. Those phanams are found from Angul, Cuttack and Sonepur. These coins bear South Indian influence. Some gold coins have been found in Karnataka. Those coins are also known as Gaspati Pagoda. These coins were in circulation between 13th to 15th century AD. It is really difficult to assign these coins to the Suryavamsi Gaspati rulers. However, the coins have helped a lot in reconstructing the history of Odisha. The material remains. The material remains provide a wide range of knowledge on the ancient history of Odisha. The prehistory from material remains. Valentine Bali's exploration in 1875 at Angul, Talcher, Dhenkanal and Bursapalli exposed the prehistoric sites of Odisha. Paramananda Acharya of Mayurbhanj and C. Worman of Harvard University had discovered the famous Paleolithic site at Kulina. R. P. Chanda's works on Mayurbhanj and G. C. Mahapatra's location of extensive Paleolithic sites in central and northern Odisha are great contributions to early history of Odisha. The discovery of Asokan rock art at Dhauli and his edicts at Dhauli and Jaugada threw significant light on Kalingan history of 3rd century BC. Jaugada was another fortified city which served the purpose of Asoka's administration. The excavations by ASI and others. In 1949, a new chapter opened in the history of Odisha with the excavation at Shishupalgarh conducted by B.B. Lan. A fort with impressive gateways led historians to identify it with Kalinganagari, which is assumed as the capital city of Harvela. The art and architecture of Khandagiri and Udayagiri added another source to the history of ancient Odisha. Further, the site of Shishupalgarh has been excavated several times by R. K. Mohanty and Monica L. Smith, discovering the material remains, which gives us a good idea on the socio-economic life of the people of the then Odisha. The excavation at Manikpatna and Golbai speaks about the maritime activities of the people of Odisha and also mentions about the social and economic life of the people. The recent excavations at Harirajpur and other places by K. K. Basa has revealed many unexplored aspects of ancient history of Odisha. Excavations of Ratnagiri, Udayagiri and Laligiri. Devala Mithra's major excavation conducted at Ratnagiri brought to limelight the imposing Buddhist monasteries and stupas with famous Nagbandha. It flourished between 5th to 13th century AD, as a center of Buddhist religion, art and architecture. Two other Buddhist sites at Udayagiri and Laligiri near Ratnagiri project the remains of Buddhist and Hindu religion. Sri Madhvapura Mahavihara and Singhaprastha Mahavihara, which flourished between 7th to 8th century AD, was located at Udayagiri. Laligiri is a famous site that contains Buddhist stupas, monasteries, images of Buddha, 3 Buddhist relics and images of Brahmanic divinities. Ratnagiri, Udayagiri and Laligiri also yielded archaeological remains relating to Brahmanic religion, pottery, terracotta plaques, iron material, figurines of animals and Mother Goddess. These 3 sites are also known as the Diamond Triangle of Odishan history and archaeology. All the 3 sites contained large number of materials remains like pottery, terracotta plaques, iron material, articles of household, figurines of mother goddesses and animals, which gives an idea of the dominance of Buddhism in that region. The material remains of Western Odisha. The material remains have also played an important part in revealing the history of Western Odisha. The temple complex at Ranipur Janal in Bolangiri contains several temples. The most important of them are the 64 Yogini temple and Someswara Siva temple. The site developed around 7th to 8th century AD. The material remains through excavations at Boyd, Margura, also known as Jonk, Valley, Sonepur, Amatgarh, Kharligarh, Manikgarh etc. have thrown a good deal of light on the history of Western Odisha. Partial excavations in some of them have brought to light structures and icons which are assigned to the time of the Nalas in 350 to 500 AD and the Sarbhapuriyas in 500 to 700 AD. The site of Podagad, Navarangpur district, the capital town Puskari of the Nalas also contains a good amount of relics scattered over a wide area. The material remains of southern and the southwestern parts of Odisha. The southern and the southwestern parts of Odisha have projected a few specimens of Pidha or Bhadra temples. The Gokarneswar group on Mahedra mountain in the Gaspati district and the Neelkanteswar group on the Jagmunda hill in Raigada district are the best examples of this kind. The existence of Sundara Mahadev on the bank of river Rusikulya has given opportunity to study the origin of this cult that developed during Purusottamadeva of Gaspati dynasty. On the other hand, the temples of Odisha also provide sources of information for the reconstruction of history of Odisha. The typical Odishan style, the Shikhara or Rekha, also known as Kalingan style of architecture, developed in 6th to 7th century AD in Bhubaneswar. The Lakshmaneswar, Bharteswar and Satrugneswar group of temples marked the early phase of temple architecture in Odisha. The Parsurmeshwar group is a transition to the ornate Mukteswar which later on developed in Lingaraj, Jagannath and Konark. The Lingaraj, Jagannath and Konarka marked the perfection of Kalingan style of architecture. The Black Pagoda marked the perfect stage of temple architecture as well as iconography in Odisha in comparison to the other temples of Odisha. These temples, along with other temples like Ganesh temple at Panchama, Biranchinarayan temple at Palia, Samleswari temple at Sambalpur etc. throw light on Saivism, Vaishnavism, Saktism, Ganpatya cult, sun worship etc. Thus, the material remains have been adequately used for the reconstruction of the history of ancient Odisha. The Madala-panji. Madala-panji is the temple chronicle of Lord Jagannath of Puri. It describes the historical events of Odisha related to Lord Jagannath or Jagannath temple. Though the actual date of starting of Panji is not known, but it is believed that it might be started from 12th or the 14th century AD. The book is a classic and literary masterpiece of the Odia language first order, parallel to which very few vernacular of India possess. It can be compared with Rajvansham of Sri Lanka, Rajtarangini of Kashmir or Burunji of Assam. The earliest use of prose can be found in the Madala-panji or the palm leaf chronicles of the Jagannath temple at Puri, which date back to the 12th century. Madala-panji has played an important role in shaping the history of Odisha by some historians. While writing Odia history, historians like Sir W. W. Hunter and Andrew Sterling considered the facts related in Madala-panji as base. The Madala-panji was traditionally written on a year-to-year basis. On Vijayadashmi Day, the Karanas, official history writers of Puri, a caste of Odisha, involved in keeping the chronicle. This ritual is cited as a proof that the tradition of keeping this chronicle began with Odia king Anantavarman Chodaganga Dev himself. It is said that the Madala-panji was destroyed by the Muslim invaders, including the so-called Kalapahera, but it was rewritten in a fashion that mixed legend with history. However, some historians never consider Madala-panji as a source for writing the history of Odisha, as they claim that it is just a writing based on eulogy. Therefore, the Madala-panji, the temple chronicle of Jagannath temple of Puri, preserves a number of traditions relating to the Kesaris, known as Somavamsis, the imperial Gangas, the Suryavanshi Gajpatis and the Bhois of Khurda. This is so called because the palm leaf records are tied in big round bundles resembling the Indian drum or Madala. So, this is the end of this video. If you enjoyed it as much as I did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. To get the note of this video, scan the above QR code or check description to get the link. Thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day.